Hey everyone, Timothy with Olympic Card Collectors here, ready for another mail opening. Excited to see what we have in store. Should be some good stuff. I've been really focused on being intelligent with my purchases going forward here, so hopefully we have some interesting things to show you. Let's get started. Okay guys, first up we have some one-of-one pre-production proofs from Leaf. Now, yes, Leaf is unlicensed, but with the NFL draft coming up and them being one of ones, whether or not they're proofs or not, they're still one of ones. And that always carries some value and weight with people. So I think these were a good investment. I think I got a really good deal on them. And again, I've said it before on this channel, but I'm all about getting a good deal on the buying side so that, and a lot of the time that's through winning auctions that other people have let slip through. Sorry, man, choking on my own air there. But anyway, I think that's, on the buying side is where you get your value on the selling side because it makes it so you don't have to cut your profit margins thin or be greedy with your customers. So anyway, we've got some one-on-one productions here. Harlem Berry, Jonathan Brooks. Hopefully he bounces back from injury. Caleb Odom. Kattenhauser. Mojo looking style refractor there. Man, and Leaf sure does like to copy Panini's and Topps refractor looks. DJ Giddens. Everybody's favorite New York Giant, Tommy DeVito. It'll be interesting to see if he plays at all this year. Nice looking card though, honestly. CJ Carr. A Riley Leonard, Jordan Waters one, and that's kind of nice because Riley Leonard apparently showed out on I want to say Friday, maybe Saturday. I think it was Friday though at the combine, and then we have the Josh Kelly Lincoln Victor production proof as well. So all in all, I think that was a nice little lot to get our hands on, especially at the price I got it at. I can't remember exactly what it was, but lately, I don't make bad deals on the buying side for the most part at this point. So I should keep track of that better and start maybe showing that in the screen so that we can kind of start to track how I'm doing on my purchases versus my sales. So anyway, I hope you guys found that lot interesting. Okay, now these are ones I was excited about. These are 1974 National Periodical Publication cards, and these were a Wonder Bread promotional product, and companies used to do this a lot to help promote their products. They'd include like these trading cards and whatnot. So these were a DC Warner Brothers collaboration with Wonder Bread back in 1974, and I just think that's a really cool. I don't know. And I only got them for a couple bucks, but I thought I like to get older cards, especially things that are a little, off the beaten path. And cool little fact, my nickname when I was young playing football was Taz because I was like the Tasmanian devil running around everywhere. And yes, my coaches as a little kid gave me that. And no, I'm not bragging. I realize bragging about your athletic events at 7 years old is not impressive to anybody, but thanks. Cool cards though, right? You gotta like those. I just think those are neat. So, okay. Next up, we have some Panini Prestige Extra Points cards, and these are serial numbered, and that's what I like about them. So we got a Tyree Wilson, and I think we actually have a Tyree in the back as well there. Yeah. Now that's a rated rookie, and that one's serial numbered to 49, it looks like. So just some serial numbered cards. I've talked before how things like rookies, serial numbers, PSA graded 10s, BGS 9.5, that kind of thing. How that can make a difference. Darius Davis, Quentin Johnson, another Tyree Wilson there. So anyway, yeah, just a few numbered cards there. And again, I feel like the rarity, the scarcity, and yes, all kinds of different parallels, right? So there's the $2.99, the $5.99, the $3.99. I get it. That how scarce is it at that point? But I still think for collectors, it holds more value unless you have like certain SSPs. Which even then, if people aren't knowledgeable about that SSP, for me, it's hard for me to know every variation. It's easy for me to see serial numbered. So until I know more about the different SSPs and really know how to see where the gems are, it's a lot easier to pick the wheat from the chaff when you do it this way. So just something to keep in mind when you're just starting out, especially. Okay, next up we have something really interesting. These are 1961 Fleer football cards. One of the cool things about them is that this is before the NFL merger. So these are actually, the first half, I believe, is NFL, but it might be AFL, and then the second half is the vice versa, either the AFL or the NFL, whichever one was not first. So cards from back before the merger, back before the Super Bowl era, which makes these really interesting to me. And they're not in great condition, just getting that right off the bat. But just some interesting cards here. So let's take a quick look. Bill Krisher, the Dallas Texans. Interesting, given Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. Oakland Raiders. Another Dallas Texans. Another Oakland Raiders. Houston Oilers. Pittsburgh Steelers, interesting. The graphics down the bottom for the teams are interesting too. You don't have cards like this anymore. Just there's something very classic and vintage about these that I just absolutely love. Look at that San Diego Chargers logo they use. That's cool for these cards. The crease down the center, the right side of the card, it wasn't, but Willie Gallimore, Chicago Bears. That's just a classic Bears logo, right? Interesting. And then back to St. Louis Cardinals. But I just thought that was interesting. Cards from back before the merger, 1961, which makes them what? 60 plus years old, 64 years old at this point. Just a cool little piece of history. So I hope you guys enjoyed these as much as I did. Next up, we have Gavin Williams, pitcher for the Cleveland Guardians. And I'm always a little wary of pitchers because the way they throw nowadays, they burn out their arms, a lot of Tommy John surgery, so on and so forth, right? But he's a solid pitcher. You saw a young pitcher, more importantly, and these are his rookies, and they're numbered. Interested to see what he does this year, how important he ends up being to a playoff, perennial. So that one's to $3.99. You can see down there. I'm looking at the same screen you guys are, so sometimes it's hard for me to tell things apart. That's a cool looking parallel there from the Bowman Platinum Series. I believe that's a 250. And then same picture there, it looks like they used for the Bowman Chrome here. But then we have the Bowman Scouts Top 100. He's number 40 on the list at that point. And this one's numbered to 125 there. So, we'll see what kind of spring training he has going into the season here. These should get listed soon, though. Okay, next up we have these NBA Hoops hot signatures from Panini. They're the 2024 to 25 season, so the most recent ones. And I like these, the hot signatures cards, the way they look. Jeff's got a great signature, by the way. I remember watching him play against the Bulls teams, the Utah Jazz teams of the early to mid to late 90s there. So, and then being in the Pacific Northwest like I am, Shawn Kemp is he is just a legend. No getting around it. Although I wish I wasn't such a initialed, abbreviated looking signature there. But yeah, just a couple of nice auto cards, and I love Shawn Kemp, so it was hard to say no when I got a good deal. All right here, what we have is just an assortment, mainly some numbered cards and a few others, but we've got a Jose Altuve patch card from Panini Immaculate, numbered to 99. Let's see, does that actually say... The enclosed, game-worn, used material is guaranteed by Panini. So a lot of the time they don't have actual game-used, worn, or used material. So that's nice that one is. Let's set that aside. Hideo Nomo, which, Los Angeles Dodgers pitcher there. So given the hype around, I don't want to call it hype. I mean, he's a legend. He will go down as one of the best, but... This Hideo Nomo Portraits card is a nice one, and that's numbered to 250 there. So I really like that one. We've also, I think this is a Mike Mussina, maybe? Nope, Mike Hargrove. I'm not really Coach's collection. I'm not familiar with him, I got to be honest, but that's a authentic game-used bat there. And these all came in a lot. Mike Piazza Fall Classics from Fleer Ultra, and we've also got an Upper Deck Ovation Mark McGwire card there. Neither one's in great condition. You can see down there. I'm not going to be grading any of these, but a couple of nice cards thrown in with that lot. Okay, finally to finish up here, we've got some PC cards, and you can see the the nail mark up in there were pinned to somebody's, bulletin board or something like that. But we got a Ron Jaworski, Jaws, the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, and Harold Carmichael. So a couple of Philly legends there. And then on top of that, we've also got a Pat Burrell. This is just a Pat Burrell lot. Let me just get that out of the way. There you go. Instead of going Pat Burrell. But I'm a huge Philly fan. I collect Philly cards. Got a good deal on the lot and just took it. ...2005 opening day. Already 20 years ago. That's wild to me. It's just wild, but yeah, that'll take care of that. Just some PC cards, some fun stuff for me. So those will get slotted in. So we had a lot of interesting stuff in there, some NBA hoops autos. We had 1961 Fleer prior to the merger football cards. We had some PC cards there, some, Eagles and Phillies PC. So in my mind, a nice mix. The most important thing about every one of those is I got a great deal every time I bought one of those lots. And really at the end of the day, I find sniping auctions on eBay the way to go. You're going to lose some. And in fact, I've been greedy lately and lost some that I know I could have made money on because I was really trying to keep the profit margin wider. And I should have just set my minimum auction or my max, what I was willing to pay, instead of trying to snipe. And I don't know why I was willing to lose it. But my lesson learned is make sure you're getting good deals, but if the profit margin's built in and you're going to make money, go ahead and make your money. For me, a lot of the time that means picking out the cards I know will sell, making sure that I can make my money back off of those cards, and then everything else is gravy at that point. Is a great way to do it, at least for me. So anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in. Like, subscribe if you got value out of this. Send me questions. I'd love to start doing some Q&As. A lot of what I've been asked so far is eBay shipping questions, so I'd like to do a video on that soon going forward. But thank you for watching. Appreciate you all. Love you all. Thanks so much. Take care.